Yeah, what's good? As you can see, it's one of Young Drizzy. Today we're gonna be doing a story time. I know. Y'all missed these story times. I haven't done a story time in over a year. But this story time right here is pretty interesting. I just randomly thought of it, so I was like, might as well just discuss it with y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all about the time that I got clotheslined, literally by clothesline. It all started. This is how it went, right? It all started, I was at my house, right? I was at my old house. Well, you know what I'm saying? It was a trailer park or whatever, right? I think I was like, I'd be like 13. I would say like 12 or 13. And I don't think I was 14. I had to say like 12 or 13. I was young. And, you know, the same neighborhood that I lived in was the same neighborhood that my cousins lived in, right? I have 3 younger cousins. I see them quite frequently, a lot. And I mean, if you watched the previous video, then you saw that I played basketball with one of my little cousins. But anyway, off topic, of course, it was one of the older cousins on his side. No, basically his older brother. That's whose birthday party that I attended to that day, that particular day where all this transpired, right? But I'm gonna, you know, build it up, of course, for y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I'm just playing some like little Xenoverse or whatever. You know, being a nerd, you know, Dragon Ball fan as I am. Y'all should know this if y'all know me outside of this. But anyway, y'all was doing that. And then like my mom over here telling me, oh, we gotta go to so-and-so's birthday. I'm like, oh, that's the day? I was like, I didn't know. I wasn't really keeping tabs. And I was like, all right. I was like, whatever. I mean, we could do it. I mean, it was literally like right across the street anyway. Like, it's not like we were going far. It was complete walking distance. Walk there. And like we get there, whatever. I'm like, dang, I see nothing but food. But that's how my cousin's mom, my cousin's mom, you know, she always do it big for them when it comes to birthday parties and stuff. And like, you know, it was his birthday party, whatever. And you know, they went big. I saw nachos, I saw burgers. From what I remember, because I remember I turned up some nachos, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's good, right? Like, it's looking right. And then I'm heading into the room. You know, we just talking, me and all my cousins, whatever. We just talking about BS or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure it was nothing like important. You know, I was a kid, so probably was talking about Pokemon cards or whatever. But anyway, I stepped out of their room, and then somebody opened the door, and then I see this girl, and I'm just like, oh, I was like, oh yeah, I was like, okay. In my head, of course, I didn't say that out loud. I was like, oh shit. She was fine too. I just, you know, I was like, I gotta talk to her. You feel me? Cause like that was like the best thing I saw besides the food. That was the best thing I saw the whole entire day besides that food. So I'm just like acting like a weirdo because I was a kid, and when I was younger, I was really just a weird kid for like just doing the most, jumping and doing front flips and all that weird mess, thinking I was a Dragon Ball character and whatnot. And yeah, she over here looking at me weird. I'm over here like acting crazy. Everybody else looking at me weird, like what is he doing? And then, you know what I'm saying, I got me some nachos, of course. And then she got some nachos. Then I like decided to like, you know, go outside on the porch. I introduced myself, and she introduced herself to me, and I'm over here like trying to cover up me being weird. It's like 30 seconds ago. I'm over here saying, oh yeah, my name's, yeah, she's like, oh yeah, my name's so-and-so, you know? So then I'm just like, yeah, what's up? I was like, I'm trying to get her to know her and stuff, you know? She told me her full name. I'm like, that's kind of crazy to do. Like, you just met someone, you giving them your whole government, like, couldn't be me. I mean, but she was a kid too, so I mean, like, it's not like she cared. Shit, I'm pretty sure now she cares, but that's here nor there. But yeah, we just outside, right? We just hanging out. We just sitting on the porch, you know. I'm telling her stuff about me. She telling stuff about her, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really like, you know, trying to get her number for real with my Android. Like, you feel, when I was a kid, man, I ain't had no iPhone, no iPad, no iPod. I had nothing that started with the I. I had the Android. Okay? I was gonna work with my Android. I don't know what it was. I'm pretty sure it was like I think I had like a Galaxy. It was like an S3 though. Like it was cool for me, but now that phone is like straight dog water. It's like bad. But anyway, I'm trying to get her number right, talk to her, and then she over here telling me that she don't got a phone. I'm like, what? She's like, oh yeah, my mom will give me a phone. And I'm like, dang, cool. And then I'm over here talking to her. I over here mention the Dragon Ball character, and then she's over here saying, oh, that's nerdy. I was like, I don't care for her. You know, I was just playing it off. I was like, yeah, you know, it kind of is, you know, trying to be Mr. Cool Guy over here, of course. And then, like, you know, we just chatting it up or whatever. And then my older sister and her cousin showed up. And her cousin is basically a good friend of mine. Like, we all, like, were close with each other and whatnot. And, like, you know, they over here buzz killing, you know what I'm saying? They really just killing my vibe. You know, I'm trying to rizz up and stuff as a little jit. And they over here like, ooh, who you talking to? Ooh. And I'm like, talk to her. And then, like, they came up to the girl and they told them to walk with her. And I'm like, bro, they about to say something that's gonna mess up my chances of getting her, bro. I'm just like, come on, man. And then they over here talking or whatever. And then she came back. And I think she told me, like, I asked her what they tell you. And she's like, oh, they asked if I ever had a boyfriend or if I'm single. And I told them no. And I was like, oh, all right. I just let it be like that. And then this is the climax. This is when I screwed up. I was sitting down, you know, she came back to sit on the porch. I was sitting on the porch. And then me, as the clueless child that I am, the naive child that I was, my older sister and her cousin told me to come with them. We finna go to the park or whatever. And I went with them, even though I was talking to this girl that I was trying to get, that I was, you know, talking to throughout the whole birthday, right? I went with them, and this is where everything just went downhill. It was a good day. I was like, yep. And this is when it was going down. We went there, and then we went to another neighborhood that's closer to my old neighborhood. It's like, literally like, I would say like it's a 5-minute walk, right? I'll go there, I'm talking to all my other friends, you know, that I normally hang out with and stuff. And, you know, we just, you know, talking, whatever, hanging out. And then it gets nighttime. And we start to play this game called Man Up. It is basically hide and go seek in the dark. So, you know, I think I was, you know, running, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to get tagged or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm running, you know what I'm saying? I can't see nothing. It's like pitch black. Can't see nothing. So I'm over here running, of course. And then out of nowhere, there's this clothesline. And then I run into the clothesline. I flipped over. And for what I was told, I did a backflip and then landed right on my shoulder. Like, it was like crazy hit. I was just down. I think I passed out or something. I think I was conscious. I had some type of concussion or whatever because I was just down for like a good minute. And then everybody over here, crowding me and stuff, everybody in the neighborhood. And then like this good one of my old friends, they rushed all the way down to my house. They were like running. And I'm over here like, oh, like what just happened? Like my shoulder hurting, and then like the ambulance was getting called, and I'm like, dang, I'm like, what the world, bro? I'm just hurt, and I'm just over here like, I can't remember none of it. Like during the time, I didn't remember none of this. The only main thing I remember is that I was on the ground. I looked up, I saw all these people. I saw a couple people crying and stuff like that. It was bad, and like my whole neck was like it was like a cut. I think I had to get like stitches or whatever on it. I had to get it patched up and stuff because I went to the hospital. I'm just over here laying down in the hospital, and I'm just like, damn. I'm just like, what just happened, bro? I'm like, what just happened? And then after that, of course, I stayed in there for the night. I got patched up and everything. And the next day, I went home. My shoulder was just in major pain, but I still decided to, just hang out with my friends, and then just kept it like that. And you know what I'm saying? That's just how the story went. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy to think about. I'm like, dang, like the things that I just did when I was a child, just like looking back at that, I'm like, it was really a good day for me. And then I decided to make it a bad day for me. But I didn't know that it was going to end up being a bad day. You feel me? That's just how life hits, you know what I'm saying? You just got to expect the unexpected. And that's not what I was expecting as a little child. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the end of the story for real, I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all want to hear more stories, I want y'all to comment story, you know what I'm saying? And I'll drop you another story time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.